Is farming that bad now, man? How long have you been at this?
5 days.
Have you won anything?
No.
What are you using for money?
I don't know.
Do you want some extra money? Man, farming must be really tight right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why you hit the jackpot, but nothing came out. What happened?
I don't know. I don't know.
They got one planter out. And two planter. And disc. This is odd. What's going on? So we're in here working on these pumps, these tanks, putting pumps on them, getting them all ready. This one, Roundup. I gotta put my valve on it for my induction tank on the sprayer. And it's one of them that looks like this. I have it in my sprayer, in my little storage compartment. We got pumps for tanks. I think we're short one or two, but we'll call and get some of them sent in to us. Got all this pretty well organized, cleaned up real nice. Motors over there. The Detroit's, there's a Cummins, Detroit, and if you know Detroit, you can run it without a hole. You can run it with a hole in the motor, in the block. And then we got Cummins here, a big Cummins. Then also for Roundup, we got this set up. So then this, with this, all I gotta do is use this valve to fill it up. We'll do that here in a minute because I actually got to fill up that tank for my Roundup. Once I get it emptied out with my sprayer, I'm going to fill it back up. This is my water trailer. I got to put all my chemicals on here. I got to run Matador, Roundup, LI 700, and Choice. LI 700 and Choice is a surfactant that helps hold the chemical to the plant. And then I also got to put in 2,4-D and dicamba. The dicamba, it kills your bigger grasses, and then the 2,4-D kills a lot of other weeds that we can't get with Roundup anymore. So I got my nozzle, and what this does, I'm not gonna stick it up on there right now. These are called dry fittings, and you just push it up on there and suck it in there, and then it's basically a spill-free way to put your chemical in to your tank. All that this does, screws on here and makes it a lot less of a hassle to put your chemical in your induction tanks. If it wasn't for that dry fitting, you'd probably have to climb all the way up there to the top, take the caps off, and then put your chemical in through the top, which I don't know about you, but that does not sound like much fun to me. So I gotta find some thread tape. I had some in here somewhere. I gotta find some thread tape to put on that, wrap it up, and then screw that fitting on. And then we'll fill up that tank, and we gotta fill up the dicamba tanks too. So as you can see here, this is pumping in through this. This pump pushes it in. I got a little bit of a leak right there. It's gonna get fixed. I promise it'll get fixed. And then I got a camera here. It doesn't work. Of course not. But I got this one here, which is for my dicamba. Roundup, dicamba, Roundup, dicamba. It'll take about 5 minutes for it to fill up. It's the middle 2 tanks that we're going to right now. These 2 outside tanks are my dicamba. The reason I done that is I don't use much of it. So I know every time I fill up, or every 3 times I fill up, I have to fill up with Roundup. But dicamba, I can look back in my mirror and see, like right now, it looks like I got about 60 gallon. I got 30 gallon in one tank, so that means got about 60. But if I get down to about 5 gallon, I still got enough to do another load. It takes about 7-8 gallon for each load that I am applying. And all this does is it injects through. If you look at one of my other videos, you can see we had to replace an injector on the back of the boom. I really need to clean this thing off too after spraying nitrogen with it, so it doesn't rust or deteriorate or anything like that. Pushing this button makes me feel important. This button makes me feel stupid. Important, stupid. Wait, that's Xavier. Xavier's here. What's he doing? Walk faster. I need that loader like now, right there. Wow, it magically appeared. All of my trash is going away from me. Is that good?
However you want to look at it.
While this is filling up, I'm going to explain to you what our plan is with this tank and this hose with our Roundup in it. I want to be able to one day be able to pull my semi through here and then and then have a bunch of these tanks lining this wall. And then all I got to do is grab this hose and flop it down into the tank and fill up all of my tanks just by pulling in here. Be out of here in less than 5 minutes. See, we filled up this tank 100 gallon in under a minute. So you're talking pretty quick whenever you're doing something like that, which is nice, because then that way, instead of having to sit here and screw around trying to fill up my tanks for 3-4 hours in the morning, I can be in and out of here in 5 minutes. It doesn't take me 3 or 4 hours now, but it used to. We had a bunch of box trailers. Before we got these flatbeds, we had box trailers that we had to slide the tanks into to fill them up. And the box trailers eventually just decided that they was, and the landing gear was bad on one, which is your jacks on the front, and then the undercarriage on the back of it went bad, and just a bunch of random stuff had went wrong with it.
Also a little bit twisted.
It was a little bit twisted, is that what you said?
Yeah, just a little bit
Twisted, but it leaned to one side real hard when you was driving it down the road.
Yeah.
Was you ever behind me whenever I was pulling it?
Yeah, it sits out by the highway for sale. I mean, you can tell it's twisted.
It's not twisted, okay? It's fine.
Yeah.
If you haven't,
It's
if you want to see it, just drive down 41 heading south. You'll see it sitting on the side of the road. It does look a little twisted. Got it?
Yeah. You'll have to cut that out.
So this is the fitting that I had put on there. It's just got a little collar on it. You pull that down to release it. Might actually have to put a new one on here. But if Xavier comes over here, you can see, you just take, maybe not. I need a new fitting. I keep all of these with me at all times. You never know when you're gonna need one. I gotta go get more. I'm out. This is my last one, my last spare. All right, now Xavier can come over here and we can hook this up. See, that one looks a lot better than the old one did. But you take and come over here a little bit closer and show them. You pop it up in there and it snaps in. And then you can take, and it's dry, or it's kind of dry, but simple snap up in there. Hit your button on your pump, and you're good to go. So to unhook it, all you do is pull down on that collar, and then it pops out. See how that little ring's stuck down in there? That's fine. They all do that, but clean. There's no chemical splurted around everywhere like what there usually is. If you wouldn't have this dry fitting, you'd have it everywhere by the time you was done with it, because a little bit leaks out of the end of your nozzles and stuff like that. But all we got to do now is unhook the forklift, put these tanks up, and then I don't know what else we're gonna do today. We'll find something to do for a little bit.
Sounds like a plan.
Good plan. This is broken. Yeah, I wish I would have thrown that in the trash pit. Oh, those are expensive.
Alex, do you feel important?
I just hit the important button. Yes, I do. I gotta hit the stupid button here in a second.
Do you feel stupid?
Yeah.
Good, because you are.
I got this truck started. I gotta put some chemicals on it. They're just playing around. I got some other stuff I gotta do. I still gotta edit this video, and then I gotta post it. So I am going to let you guys go because I still got work to do, and then we'll remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Hey, are you okay? Hey, wake up. Are you okay?